Hi friends, I'm Fletcher of Ziva Meditation. I want to share with you 3 of my favorite tools to help with your mind, your body, and your digestion as you start this journey. So, there are 3 very simple things to implement, and the first is what I call balancing breath. And you're going to use this, you're actually going to be covering the right and left nostrils, which is going to help to balance the right and left hemispheres of the brain. So we're going to look a little silly, but we'll look silly together. This is actually an ancient pranayama breathing technique, and it helps to get you centered in your body. It helps to wake up this right brain present moment awareness, even when you're in a high demand situation. And then I'm going to walk you through something called the M word technique. And this is sort of like meditation light. So if you don't yet have a meditation practice and you're looking for powerful ways to de-excite the mind and body, this is a great thing to do before you start your visualizations with John. It's great to access that source energy and then visualize from that place. And then finally, I'm going to share with you a little tip that I like to implement before I have every meal. And it's simply enjoying a cup of hot water. It's like tea with no tea. And it's the cheapest, easiest cure you can have to help with your digestion. So let's get started, shall we? So I'll start with this alternate nostril breathing, or the balancing breath. So take your right hand and cover up your right nostril and exhale through the left nostril. Good, and then inhale through the left nostril. Beautiful, and then cover your left nostril with your ring finger and exhale on the right. And then inhale on the right. Beautiful. Switching, covering up the right nostril and then exhaling through the left. And then inhaling through the left. Covering the left, exhaling through the right. And you can start to do this in your own time. You can start to close your eyes if that feels good to you. But what I'm interested in is that you're really filling your lungs to their full capacity, and then you're exhaling all the way to empty. You'll notice that there's a little space at the bottom of your exhale before you begin the inhale. And I want you to float there for just a moment before you let that air fall into your lungs. And then again, at the top of your inhale, there's a little space before you begin to exhale. And you float there at the top, and then you just let that air fall out of your lungs. So you're integrating this combination of effort and surrender already. Really good. So we'll do one more cycle. The pattern is simply out through the left, in through the left, and then out through the right, in through the right. And the next time you come to an exhale, I want you to gently close your eyes if they're not closed already. You can put your hands in your lap. And I want you to get comfy. I'd love for you to have your back supported but your head free. And I'm going to walk you through the M word technique. And I call it the M word technique because it's kind of like meditation light. And we're going to use a word almost like a mantra. And this word is going to help us to anchor the mind and body, to de-excite our nervous systems so that we can give ourselves deep rest and let the body get rid of stresses that it's been accumulating for the past, decade or so. So just settle in wherever you feel comfortable and close your eyes. And ever so gently and silently, we're going to repeat the word one. Almost like it's happening as an echo of an idea in the background of your mind. Like your favorite song was playing and then it turned off. And here's the trick about the M word technique. You're absolutely allowed to have other thoughts. This is not about stopping your mind from thinking. This is not about being a perfect meditator. This is about practicing surrender and letting yourself be fully here right now. So letting this word one float around in the background of your mind. And whenever you have other thoughts, enjoy them. And when you realize that you're off on a trail of thinking, come back to this word one, almost like an anchor. And we'll be here for a few minutes. Don't mind the time. Very good. You should be very proud of yourself for taking a moment to settle down, invest in yourself, and to de-excite your mind and body so that you can access your bliss and fulfillment inside of you. So whenever we finish a meditation practice, it's nice to give ourselves a few seconds or even a few minutes to float back up to the waking state. So we're going to let go of our word one, and we're going to keep the eyes closed for just a few moments. Bringing your awareness into the body, into the room, into the right now. And while you're doing this, I want you to think about 3 things that you're most grateful for right now. Gratitude is an incredibly powerful practice. We start to train our brain to look for what's going right, and then we're putting our attention on what we want to grow. And taking a nice deep inhale, breathing that life and that energy into your body, into every single cell in your being. And in your own time, whenever you're ready, we can start to easily, gently open the eyes. Really good job. So now I want to share with you possibly my new favorite trick. It's my new favorite little Ayurvedic toy. Ayurveda is an ancient science of balance. Veda means knowledge and Ayur means longevity. So this is the knowledge of longevity, and it's the practice of bringing our body back into balance. And so this very simple and cheap and cheerful technique you can use is starting to incorporate a cup of hot water into your day throughout the day. So I recommend it first thing in the morning, before you have breakfast, before you have coffee, even before you meditate, you can enjoy a cup of hot water. It's almost like making tea, but without any tea. And why would you want to do this? What happens when you drink hot water is that it brings this heat into your digestion. It brings this, it's almost like pure energy, pure calories without any food. When we eat food, it costs the body something. Our body then has to increase our metabolic rate to digest the food. And then the food that we've eaten will then impact our consciousness. But with hot water, we're basically just ingesting pure calories. It's like pure heat, and then it brings this blood and this energy into our gut, into our digestion. And it takes it away from our mind that's constantly reviewing the past and rehearsing the future. So if you're feeling a little nervous or a little buzzy or a little bit like you're freaking out about the past and the future, enjoy a cup of hot water and notice how it grounds you. Notice how it brings that energy and that attention into your gut and therefore into your intuition. And you can do this not only in the mornings, but you can start to incorporate it before every meal. Now the beautiful byproduct of this is that it helps to cut that feeling of hunger or that acidity that happens in your digestion. By the time you're hungry, your body has actually already become acidic. And when we're eating from a place of hunger, then we're actually eating from a place of fear. Because somewhere in our body we think that there's not enough. We think that maybe we're launching into a time of famine, and then the body wants to hold on. So if we can start every meal with a cup of hot water, it's a beautiful time to let the body ease into your meal from a place of gratitude and fulfillment. All right, friends, I truly hope that you enjoy and implement these techniques. They're actually my 3 favorite wellness tools right now. We've got the balancing breath to help with the body, we've got the M-word technique to help with the mind, and we've got the hot water trick for your digestion. Balancing these 3 elements is really going to start to impact every arena of your life. If you want to learn more about these techniques or get a sustainable meditation practice, you can check me out at zivaONLINE.com. All right.